How about some fish tidbits? Simple. These are all the ingredients that you need. A little heavy cream or half and half or light cream, garlic, white wine, a little salt and pepper mix. It's always nice to have that handy. You season the fish right away. Onion and some flour to dredge the fish in. I'm going to have this over wild rice. Normally I would have it over pasta, but already it's enough pasta. So you choose what you want to put this over, and we're going to just season these little pieces of fish. We're going to flour them. We're going to saute them with the garlic, not the onion. The onion we're going to cook a little first because it's quite a bit. And the reason why I'm using a lot of onion, because there's not really going to be much sauce here. So the onion will give it a lot of moisture while you're eating it. Plus flavor. So I put 1 teaspoon of salt and pepper on the fish. And you can taste this because it's not chicken. So you won't get anything because you're just tasting raw fish. And if you eat sushi, it's no big deal. After you season this, just give it a taste your finger. It's seasoned enough. Next thing we do is just drop it into the flour. We'll mix this up and then get ready to saute it. So this will be the skillet. Put some olive oil in there. You can use a combination of olive oil and butter if you like. Or you can just use butter, but it might brown on you. But that's also a good thing if you like that taste. I'm just using olive oil today because I've had enough butter also. And then over here, I'm going to saute the onions until they're almost cooked. Then when the fish is done, we're going to throw the onions on top of the fish. Meanwhile, in the back there, I have some wild rice cooking. So all we have to do is just toss the fish in flour. And we're going to use a high flame when we saute this. But even though they're a little bit thick, you don't want to overcook fish. Like when you eat fish out in your restaurant that you go to, or diner, or wherever you go, most of the time it is overcooked. So these pieces of bass, you can see the thickness. And the camera will be rolling the entire time that you saute the fish, so you get an idea how long it takes to cook the fish. And these julienne onions, got to season them also, just a little bit of salt and pepper. Everything that's in the recipe must be seasoned. And why julienne? I like julienne for this because it kind of wraps around the food, the long thin pieces. That way the fish will have a nice amount of onions wrapped around each piece. Well, how come I didn't cook the garlic with this? Garlic is better for you in the raw state. So to lessen the amount of time cooked, I'm doing it with the fish. And we got a relatively high flame, somewhat. As long as you hear the sizzling, you know we're sauteing. So that'll take a few more minutes, then we'll get going on the fish. It doesn't take long at all, this fish. What takes the longest time is most likely the rice or the pasta. You would have the water boiling for the pasta now, And as you would saute the fish, you would put the pasta in the water. Then everything comes out together. And don't forget, don't ever wash off the pasta. Now here's a reason why you should always use fresh fish that hasn't been frozen. It's been 15 minutes that this fish has been sitting in the flour. Do you see any moisture coming out? The pieces are completely dry. So you know you have a fresh piece of fish. If you weren't aware if it was fresh or not, and you had it sitting like this, and after just a few minutes, all of a sudden the flour would disappear because it got absorbed by the water that's in the fish from being frozen. Well, we're just about ready to go. The onions are softened to my liking. I'm not making brown onions or cooking them to death, okay? Just like this. And if you don't like to use that much, you don't have to. And if you want to use shallots in the place, go right ahead. The only reason I'm making this recipe today is because I found this bass in my crab trap. So I said, let's do something with it. But I would also add, which I don't have, either some scallions or some chopped Italian parsley to it at the end for color. A high flame, and you can see this is just about ready to smoke. And the fish is ready to go in there, all the pieces. So you don't have to pick them out. I put everything on this Chinese skimmer, and that's good enough. Now it's going to be as soon as this is cooked a little bit, we turn them, and we're going to add the white wine. And let the white wine reduce just a little bit. And we'll add the cream, throw in the onions, gently toss it a little, and we're done. So this is going to take a few minutes. And I'm going to use this to turn each piece. I just coated the bottom with olive oil. As you notice, is not really a lot, but it's enough to do the job. And that was a half a cup of flour, which I have this much left over. So you could probably get away with using a third of a cup. But I don't mind wasting the flour a little bit. It's just easier to work with when you have more. And try using, this is a Teflon pan. We'll use a non-stick pan. It just makes life easier. Or a stainless steel saute pan with a thick bottom. That works well too. But I'm having good luck with this one. It's summertime and the background noise is the air conditioner. It's like 95 degrees today. Standing over a stove? I don't think so. So the onions are ready. We can shut that flame off. Take a look at them. Nice, just about translucent, soft, and plenty of that. And this is sauteing well. I think I'm going to get some color immediately. That's good. Good. Now, if you used filet of sole, it's more difficult. This is a very soft fish. That's why I like using striped bass or red snapper. Just 1 more minute on this side, and we're going to add the white wine. Now it's going to make its own sauce because of the flour that's there, which is going to be somewhat like a roux. Since we are going to put the white wine and the cream, we don't want to overcook the fish, so we'll put the white wine now. That reduces rather quickly, and that flavor is just soaked right into the fish. That's good enough. Let's lower the flame, because now we're going to let it just simmer, like so. Put your heavy cream, half and half, or light cream. Well, you know what? You don't have to use that at all. We toss in the onions. Throw in the garlic. And one more thing. No, I'm not going to cover it. I have to move everything to cover it. Just turn up the flame a little bit. And the pieces will not break as you move them around. So that's 8 ounces. That's enough for 2 people. Unless you're very hungry. But 4 ounces portion of meat or fish, whatever, will work. But notice how the onions cling. So we could actually call this, I'll probably change the title and I'll call it sauteed fish tidbits Lyonnaise, because that's exactly what it is. And that's it, we're done. Now, I push this off to the side and let it stay there. When the rice is ready and it's time to eat, when my wife arrives home, I will just heat this up slightly, put it on a plate, and we'll look at it. Here we are now done, and we got the rice, the wild rice ready. And this is for 2 people, so we'll be very fair on our portioning here. And remember, just top this off with some scallions or chopped parsley. And there you go. Fish tidbits, Lyonnaise, wild rice, or whatever you want with it. Enjoy.